records of her wildest dreams.
From pumpkin patches to apple picking, we're falling in love with Syracuse this autumn.
And these two entertainment media giants are joining forces in streaming. All that and more, Unpeeled starts right now.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Unpeeled. I'm Drew Albaugh.
And I'm Sophia Zaninovich. Now for an update on a rapper's legal trouble.
On Friday, Sean Diddy Combs was convicted of flying people across the U.S. for sexual encounters, which included his girlfriends and male sex workers. He received a 50-month prison sentence as well as a $500,000 fine.
The judge said the court had seen massive amounts of evidence against Combs, so a significant sentence was required. Combs then told the court that his actions were, quote, disgusting, shameful, and sick, and apologized to those he hurt physically and mentally.
On Friday, Sean Diddy Combs was convicted of flying people across the U.S., and that story has been ongoing. We're going to have to see what happens with this, but right now, I think that it has been justified, his circumstance.
It's been a long trial, and I'm happy to see that he's come to justice and that he apologized to those he physically and mentally abused. Now, now on to Spotify. The streaming platform is teaming up with ChatGPT to offer new ways to get personalized music and podcast recommendations. Users can now connect the two programs by simply mentioning Spotify and a ChatGPT prompt to request options tailored to their own music taste.
The new deal comes after the Spotify CEO, Daniel Ek, has announced he will step down at the end of this year. The new partnership will be open to both free and premium users of the app and those with a ChatGPT account. And speaking of Spotify, famous singer Bad Bunny hosted and performed the season 51 premiere of Saturday Night Live last weekend using both English and Spanish. The singer discussed his upcoming Super Bowl performance, criticizing immigration policies under the current administration.
Bad Bunny said the halftime show demonstrates Latinx contributions to the United States and that no one can take that away. In his monologue, he jokingly told non-Spanish-speaking viewers that they, quote, have 4 months to learn his songs, and during the night he performed a song from his new album, including #1 hit, Monaco. Now, I love Bad Bunny. I haven't listened to all of his new music. We've been a little busy with midterms over here, but I am so excited to see him on the big stage. Now, he has been in a Super Bowl performance before with Shakira in 2020. Now, I think that was before COVID, so I think he got the full gig there, but I'm excited to see him take it over, see who he invites on. What do you think? Do you think, if you could guess, who would come on?
I don't know. Maybe like an Eminem. He did it a few years back. Maybe mix it up a little bit. But yeah, he went on SNL, and it wasn't the classic monologue at the start that makes everyone, cry in tears from laughter necessarily, but it was very necessary, and he said everything factual, right? He is from Puerto Rico. That's a U.S. territory, so for some of the comments that have been said to make, absolutely ridiculous, especially when you consider the NFL is an international brand, Sophia.
It's international, he is international, and we can't wait to see him on the main stage. Now, staying in the TV world, Netflix has ordered 2 new seasons of hit show Peaky Blinders. The show will follow a new generation of the Shelby family, and it will take place after the events of the upcoming feature film, The Immortal Man, which is set to release next year.
Peaky Blinders writer and creator Stephen Knight said the sequel show will, quote, tell the story of a city rising from the ashes of the Birmingham Blitz. Cast members have yet to be announced, but star of the original series, Cillian Murphy, will be one of the executive producers, but maybe not in the cast.
Exactly. People are a little upset right now. They're saying that on Twitter and those kind of platforms, if, they release the cast and he's not in it, I'm not going to watch it. But I don't think that's justified.
No, it's not. Stars get people in seats, but it doesn't keep them entertained throughout the whole course of the show. The plot does.
Exactly.
And this is an excellent plot. And we're not in season 1 right now. People are already engaged. Back in 2022, it was the second most watched Netflix show right behind Stranger Things. This is a show that's here to stay, and I know you've watched it a little
I've
bit.
watched some of it, yeah. I think I'm on season 3 now. I get hooked on shows about 10 years after they come out. So now I've got all this content to watch. I'm excited. Now I'm excited for a movie. First of all, I have to finish the first couple seasons they put out. And I just have to say, Cillian Murphy, I understand why people are upset, because he is so insane of an actor. Yes, it'll be great regardless of him, but Drew, you got to watch those other couple seasons. He's so good. And then despite the show is amazing on its own.
Yeah, it very much is. But when we come back, this pop star knows the spotlight all too well after another record-breaking album.
And the reunion of these two One Direction singers could be perfect for our screens.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Are you ready for it? It's time for a new era and new music with Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl. Our music reporter Elizabeth Gottlieb has all you need to know about this album's release and the records it's broken so far.
Thanks, Sophia. Taylor Swift's 12th studio album has 12 songs about life behind the curtain. There are songs about the challenges of the entertainment industry, more insight into Swift's relationship with Travis Kelce, and reflections from her past. The album has only been out for about a week, but there are some mixed opinions about the lyrics and the music. Rolling Stone magazine says that Swift hit all her marks, yet some sites like Business Insider say that the album has some of the singer's cringiest lyrics. Well, the haters are gonna hate, but shake it off because the stats show a different story. Spotify reports that The Life of a Showgirl became the platform's most streamed album in a single day in 2025 so far, and The Fate of Ophelia became the most streamed song in a single day in Spotify history. Swift broke her own record, which was previously held by Fortnite, with 25 million streams in its first day. From streams to physical copies, Luminate reports that the album sold 2.7 million copies in its first week. This is the second highest number for album sales in 1 week, with Adele's 25 album holding the record with 3.4 million copies. Luminate also reported that The Life of a Showgirl set the record for most vinyl copies sold in a week, with a total of 1.2 million sold. Well, we've seen this film before. Taylor is #1 at the box office this weekend. According to estimates from ComScore, the official release party of A Showgirl made $33 million in its 3 days in the theater. Moviegoers had the chance to see early access of the Fate of Ophelia music video and got a breakdown from Swift about each of the song's lyrics and meanings. Well, that's showbiz, and I'm your music reporter, Elizabeth Gottlieb. Back to you, Drew.
Thanks so much, Elizabeth. From one child star to another, Louis Tomlinson and Zayn Malik are coming back to the stage and big screen. Our movie reporter Abby Tolchin and TV reporter Sophia DeStasto are here to tell us all about it. Guys, what is happening between Zayn and Louis right now?
Well, the two of them, they're going on a road trip. They're going to be going all across the country in a 3-part documentary series on Netflix. And they're just going to be talking about their grief about former band member Liam Payne's death and just giving us a little bit of insight into their lives. It's going to be directed by the same director as the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders reality show, Nicola March.
Okay.
And it's going to be expected to come out in 2026, but there's no official date yet.
And also, Louis also just announced his new album, How Did I Get Here? And also he's going on tour for that. So he announced both of those within one day on Instagram, and fans are very excited. The album's also coming out in 2026, with the tour coming a few months after. And he was also keeping busy. He was on Life of the CEO podcast, which is really special because for the first time, it's actually going to be played in theaters for fans to watch.
My sister is a huge One Direction fan, and she's always told me she doesn't really expect something like this to happen. So why is this happening, and why is this so surprising for fans?
So fans have been freaking out over it. I know on my TikTok For You page, I've been seeing edits of both Zayn and Louis, and this is because Zayn originally left the band, and it caused him and Louis to lose touch, and honestly created a feud between them that fans picked up on. In the past few months, like after Liam Payne's death, they've really been rekindling that friendship, and also with working on the documentary, they've gotten a lot closer.
What does this mean for One Direction fans or 1D supporters? What do you call them? Is there a name?
I mean, just 1D fans. I mean,
1D fans.
I'm one myself, so
Okay.
I am so excited for this. Like, there has been no reports of Harry Styles or Niall Horan making an appearance, but it gives us some hope. I mean, are you guys excited?
I'm so excited, personally.
I am a One Direction fan. I love a few of their songs.
What's your favorite?
Olivia.
Ooh.
I love Olivia.
Niche.
Yeah, it's like, I live for you.
Yeah.
How about your guys'?
My favorite's History. I love
I was
History.
going to say that too, and I like Best Song Ever.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Well, thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. After the break, we have an update on the Broadway strike. Don't go anywhere.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Yeah! Oh, I thought you were on my team. Wait,
Welcome back to Unpeeled. Broadway is heating up amidst all of the booming success in the industry. Tensions are high between the scenes between performers and producers. A strike may soon take center stage. Here's Broadway reporter Kate Galante to tell us what's at stake. Kate?
Thank you, Drew. Broadway icons are gearing up for a possible strike as Actors Equity, which represents actors and stage managers alike, have yet to reach an agreement with producers on a new contract. The rate of employer contributions regarding healthcare has been the same for over a decade, despite the increasing costs and higher risk of injury in live theater. Actors Equity has been negotiating a contract with the Broadway League since August 25th, and the 3-year contract expired on September 28th. The union board has already voted yes in authorizing the strike, and pledge cards have been distributed to Broadway stage doors. If brought into fruition, this would not only be the first Broadway strike since 1968, but would surely shut down dozens of award-winning, fan-favorite productions, especially given the big names attached to the strike. Over 1,000 actors have signed a letter stating their solidarity with Actors Equity, including Alec Baldwin, Darren Criss, Philippa Sue, and more. As healthcare costs continue to rise, healthcare contributions from producers remain a vital part in negotiations. Actors Equity is asking for about a $4 million increase in this category, alongside improving in other aspects of performer health, such as paid time off, appropriate scheduling, and safe rehearsal conditions. An ensemble member in The Lion King described rupturing her Achilles mid-performance, causing her to later rely on union health insurance for treatments not covered by workers' comp. She tells Reuters that without good health insurance, it's really hard for us to do our jobs. Despite last season being the highest grossing Broadway season to date, bringing in $1.89 billion, Equity members continue to highlight throughout negotiations that not a single one of the musicals that opened made a profit due to the alarmingly high costs in producing shows. Truthfully, this strike has been a long time coming. It is not uncommon that actors feel unsupported by their production teams, and that is highly due to their lack of compensation and recognition for their tireless work and creative talents. Actors Equity Executive Director Al Vincent Jr. in a statement made to The Hollywood Reporter said that if Broadway producers can't pay their fair share, instead of performing in the theater, we may be walking on picket lines outside the theater. 900 Equity actors have been working without a contract since it expired in September. If the strike comes to life, 26 Broadway shows will be shut down. Will the lights dim on Broadway, or will the demands of Broadway actors be answered? We'll find out as negotiations resume tonight. Back to you, Sophia.
Fall break is this weekend, and if you're looking for ways to spend your fall other than watching football or studying for midterms, our Syracuse events reporter Maddie Ritter has got you covered.
Syracuse is the place to be in the fall, and this is no trick. There are plenty of action-packed weekend and weekday activities that are sure to be a treat. If you're sticking around for the break, don't fret, there's plenty to do. Skinny Atlas is only a 30-minute drive from campus. The town itself is known for its village on the lake with a variety of restaurants and shops. In the fall, visitors can enjoy scenic views from the Skinny Atlas Lake boat ride. Additionally, Carpenter Falls is known for its views of the fall foliage and is a Skinny Atlas sight to see. Visitors also have the option of stopping by the 1-mile-long Charlie Major Nature Trail and having a picnic at its end. Tim's Pumpkin Patch and Beacon Skiff are each Syracuse fall staples and are running fall events all throughout October. Tim's Pumpkin Patch will be hosting the Corn Maze After Dark on October 17th, which is a nighttime maze challenge. Beacon Skiff hosts live music each Friday and Saturday night, and they're also celebrating their 5th annual Halloween Bash on October 25th. A costume contest will be held with a top prize of $500 cash. There are no shortage of festivals either. October 12th holds the Indigenous Peoples Festival as well as the Lafayette Apple Festival. And for our film lovers, the Syracuse International Film Festival is being held October 17th through the 19th. And for those who are ready to cast their spell of fall fun, the Witches' Ball of Central New York is coming to the Landmark Theater. Another costume contest will be held for a cash prize, and DJ Ghost will provide the music. The event itself is hosted by Witches and Heathens of Central New York, a nonprofit organization working to uplift Central New York's alternative spiritual community. The most spellbinding night of the year is set to occur October 25th. I'm your Syracuse events reporter, Maddie Ritter, and I have to go plan my costume. Back to you, Sophia.
Thanks, Maddie. When we return, we discuss how fans are eagerly awaiting one fashion designer's first show with Chanel. Stay tuned, Unpeelers.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The new creative force behind Chanel is exactly that, a force. Mathieu Blaze turned heads in Paris, and our eyes are all still on him. Our fashion and beauty reporter Janae Horst takes us behind his debut and his bold ambassador choice. Now, Janae, we all know Karl Lagerfeld, the icon, but who is this man following him?
Yes, so Karl Lagerfeld actually passed a few years ago, and Mathieu Blaze actually made his debut this year at Paris. So it's his first time with Chanel on the Paris runway, a huge deal. And in fact, he was at Bottega 3 years ago, and he was there for 3 years. He made a huge success there. He reinvented the brand, put them back on a map. As you can see, everyone's talking about Bottega these days.
Yes.
So he's a huge deal, and he's so humble. That's what everyone's saying about him. He's just this incredible character, so kind, so nice, so good at what he does, but just so good at being humble in this huge industry with huge personalities.
That's so hard to do, I think, in fashion more than ever. You want to stand out, you want to be different. But being humble, we don't often see.
That makes him different.
Makes him different, makes him stand out. So what styles did we see on the runway this year?
Yes, so this year Chanel took a very different angle. They actually, as you can see behind us, did this sort of space intergalactic theme. There was lots of planets, lots of alien colors and all that jazz, which is very different from Chanel and their usual luxurious sort of vibe. And they did lots of reds, browns, whites, blacks, those sort of colors. That's kind of outside their comfort zone. So we saw lots of things that was very different from their usual, but I think they're going to a good place.
No, I'm so excited. I love Chanel's, you can see the classic lines here, but just a little bit different, kind of overlaying.
A new take and some fringes.
Oh,
those
I
are
love
new.
it. So other than the styles, quickly, what Ayo and Ibris.
Yes.
Ayo and Ibris. Sorry, ambassador appointment caught everyone's attention. Tell us, what does that mean for the brand and their direction they're going in?
I mean, in their statement to the press, they said that she was such a good person. She just had this really dynamic take on the arts, and obviously we know her from The Bear, as we see right here. And she's not really in the fashion world, but she definitely can get into it. And I think her partnership with Chanel is just the perfect way to do it.
I'm so excited to see what Chanel has in store. It's a really cool take. Thank you so much,
I think she'll be great. Yes, thank you guys.
Now, a major...
Sophia, you're jumping on my line. A major shakeup of streaming is here. NBC Universal and YouTube TV have reached a long-term deal, avoiding a blackout that could have affected millions. Our business reporter, Cami Bremer, explains. Cami?
Thanks, Drew. After days of high-stakes negotiations, NBC Universal and YouTube TV have reached a multi-year distribution agreement that ensures continued access to NBCU's full portfolio, including NBC, Bravo, CNBC, and Telemundo for more than 10 million subscribers. The deal also expands Peacock's presence. Viewers will soon be able to subscribe to the streamer directly through YouTube primetime channels. And a revived NBC Sports Network is expected to return later this year, designed to complement NBC's main broadcast coverage with additional sports programming. NBC executives say the agreement underscores the value of their content and positions the company for long-term growth across platforms. YouTube TV now reaches about 10 million subscribers, making it one of the fastest-growing live TV services in the country. Industry analysts say it's on pace to challenge traditional cable giants like Comcast and Charter in total viewership. As linear TV continues to shrink, networks like NBC Universal are depending on digital distributors like Google, which is YouTube's parent company, to maintain audience reach and advertising revenue. The agreement comes just as Google faced heightened political and legal pressure. Just this past week, YouTube agreed to pay a $24.5 million settle to a 2021 lawsuit filed by President Trump over his account suspension after the January 6th Capitol riot. Under the settlement, most of the payment, about $22 million, will go to the Trust for the National Mall, with the remainder distributed to other plaintiffs. YouTube did not admit fault, but said the deal allows it to move forward while focusing on its global video business. Together, these moves show how Google is expanding on its control over media distribution while managing political risks behind the scenes. NBC Universal keeps its channels live, but YouTube TV emerges stronger, firmly positioned at the center of how Americans watch TV. I'm Cami Bremer. Back to you, Drew.
Thanks, Cami. When we return, it's time to celebrate this show's 25th anniversary. Stay tuned, Unpeelers.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber.
Breathe right into your foot.
Your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to Unpeeled. The Las Vegas Aces and Phoenix Mercury just tipped off Game 3 of the 2025 WNBA Finals. The Aces currently hold a commanding 2-0 lead over the Mercury in the first ever best-of-7 game series in the WNBA Finals. It is the most watched opening final game since its inaugural season.
This comes during negotiations for the collective bargaining agreement where players are seeking more money. Progress has halted after Commissioner Kathy Engelbert reportedly said players should be, quote, on their knees thanking the league for what it has done for them. Engelbert has denied these claims. Someone's got to give. At this point, the WNBA doesn't want to give the players as much money as they want, but over the last couple of years, WNBA on the rise, Sophia.
On the rise. Oh my gosh, I love seeing these inspiring women do great things. They are powerhouses. They are incredible athletes, and personally, I think, you know, give them their money. We want to watch them play. Let's see them play.
Let's see them play. But something's got to happen. Something's got to get done.
Someone's got to give.
All right, from one fall activity, shooting hoops, to another, the perfect time to rewatch your favorite TV show is fall. And if you're anything like me, it is especially true for a show like Gilmore Girls. And this fall happens to be the 25th anniversary of the iconic show.
Now, not only are we celebrating this anniversary, but Lauren Graham, who played Lorelai Gilmore in the show, just received her spot on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She was surrounded by many of her Gilmore Girls co-stars as she unveiled her star. Graham gave a shout out to fans for saying, quote, she is so moved when they come up to her to talk about the show. Now, okay, I watched some of Gilmore Girls. Not a mega fan, but it's fall time. I will throw it on in the background.
Where did you stop watching it?
It was like season 3 or 4. I don't know. Gotta be honest, the main character, the daughter, Rory, started to bug me quite a bit.
Really?
Yes, Miss Rory right here.
There we go. With all of her love life.
All of her, well, she is
the
main character. Her mother co-stars with her technically, but it's pretty much about Rory. What do you know about Gilmore Girls?
Well, I know I watched it because, you know, my mom, my sister made me watch it. That's what I do know. I know this guy over here has the middle part going on. I like that going on. We asked Unpeeled what they thought about these four, and these were the results. Dean, not a fan. Tristan, not a fan. It was between Logan and Jess. Logan squeaks out with the win. According to Unpeelers, he's the guy for Rory.
He's the guy. He was the college boyfriend. They were maturing at the same time, but this came out earlier, but now it changed. It changed within a couple hours.
Wow.
What? What's going on? Jess was the one. Right person, wrong time. All right, so unfortunately, no more Gilmore Girl talk. That's all the time we have with you tonight.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on our socials at Unpeeled_Syracuse on Instagram and at CitrusTVE on X. I'm Albaugh.
And I'm Sophia Zaninovich. We'll see you next time, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. From all of us at Unpeeled, stay cozy.